to the second video in this series of videos that will walk you through how to use your Raspberry Pi to interface with the outside world. This video will focus on programming a Raspberry Pi to output a signal to the GPIO pins that will power on an LED. If you haven't learned how to install the required programs or run a program on your Pi, you should go check out the Welcome to the Pi and programming modules before we start. We wouldn't want you getting lost now, would we? This part builds on part 1, so we'll need to make sure our circuit is still set up and wired as before, or this won't work, and you'll be sad again. For this video, we will need our circuit hooked up to a powered Raspberry Pi. We can either write code through the Pi on a monitor or through VNC, whichever is most convenient. You'll find the code viewable in the module for documents, but I recommend not to just copy and paste. For one, copying will grab characters that Python doesn't support, so it will give you a ton of errors. Secondly, the only way to learn how to code is to write code. Even if you're copying it, the act of typing it out does help you learn. First, we open Terminal, and then gedit. Save this file right away as simpleled.py in your tasks folder. Hit save. For efficiency, I'm going to use some code that I've written before. First, we are going to import rpi.gpio as GPIO. This tells Python that we are going to be using our GPIO header. Next, we're going to import time. We want to set our GPIO.set warnings to false. In case there are other programs running at the time, we don't really need to be worried about them right now. Print, setting up GPIO. This will print on the terminal screen that the program is running. This next block of text is our setup, where we're going to set our GPIO set mode to BCM. BCM is the Broadcom pin numbers. It uses our CPIO's physical addressing to access the pins. Next, we set up our GPIO with GPIO.setup, pin 25, comma, GPIO.out. This sets pin 25 as an output pin. The next block of text actually turns our LED on and off. First, we want to set our GPIO.output of pin 25, comma, GPIO.high. This turns our LED on. Under that, print on so we can see on terminal if it's actually working. Then we're going to type time.sleep with 5 as the variable. This allows our program to turn the LED on for 5 seconds. Next, we set our GPIO.output on pin 25, comma, GPIO.low. This turns our LED off. Under that, print all done, and we'll see that on our terminal. And then GPIO.cleanup. Make sure that our GPIO pins are turned off and no longer functioning. Now we go back into terminal and change the directory into the folder where this program is saved. Next, we type sudo python simpleled.py. Remember, these commands are case sensitive. Hit enter. If all was programmed right, and your circuit is wired correctly, it will turn on for 5 seconds and then turn off. Pretty cool, huh? And that's all it takes. Now you know how to access your GPIO through code and how to run that code. It's now up to you to learn more about Python and start creating your own code. Our next video will be creating code to read a button press on our breadboard. So until next time, keep making.